Without further ado, let's get them out. We have genuinely got 4 superstars of the game, one of them a future superstar actually, and we're going to get her out first. So, it's season 20 of The Ultimate Fighter. The girls are going into the house, and we've got someone from the UK representing us. Her name, JoJo Calderwood. So Jojo, just before we get the others out, just very quickly, it's all exciting. What happens when you get the call to go into that, to be a cast member for The Ultimate Fighter? Is it out of the blue? Do you know it's coming?
You know, I would say it was out of the blue, but like the thing with UFC, they're always one step ahead. So I knew it was coming, but like the timing was perfect.
Well, we're going to talk more about it in a bit, and also we're going to get some advice because Forrest is here. He knows all about being in there. Next up, we would have loved to have seen him fighting here at the O2. An injury curtailed that, but he'll be back. We know that for sure. Please welcome out our homeboy too, Ross the Real Deal, Pearson! He flew up those stairs, there's nothing wrong with you.
I'm ready to go.
Just very briefly, and we will talk with these guys later, how are you doing physically at the moment?
He's getting good, he's getting strong. I've done my first pad session last night. It's a little bit sore today, but yeah, I'm feeling good. Looking forward to getting back.
Good to hear. So next up, you guys, you must have questions for these two, and certainly the next man. You've been watching him on YouTube for years. Let's have him live and in the flesh. The notorious Conor McGregor! So Conor, again, these guys, it's up to them what we do in the next hour, but just a quick update. You've just flown in from the States, you've been having rehab. How's the body?
Yeah, I feel good, I feel strong. I got my agility test over in LA last week. I feel good. I'm looking forward to coming back. July 19th in Dublin is announced. I don't know whether I'm on 100%, but hopefully I'd like to be here.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. If you guys haven't seen it, you probably have. It's definitely happening in Dublin. Hopefully we'll have Conor there. So, the final man up, we have Tough 20 here. Tough number 1, you all remember, you all have seen the fight. We've also followed his career. He's now retired from fighting, an ambassador for the UFC, a Hall of Famer. Please, let's raise the roof. Mr. Forrest Griffin! How you doing, Forrest? How's England treating you?
Good, good. I'm a little sober right now, but as soon as this is over, I'm going to remedy that.
You know what a pint is then? You got into the habit of ordering pints.
You say beer, they give you a beer. It doesn't seem to matter. I don't really care what it comes in. I'm not that picky. I'm not superficial like
Cold
that.
and wet, I'll drink it.
Yes.
Okay, guys, please feel free. We've got the Fight Club here. You probably know each other. Step up to the microphone at any point and we'll take your question. Good on you, sir, for being the first one. Which fighter, your name, and what's your question?
It's for Conor McGregor. Hi, big fan of yours. My question is because I know you've been training with Gunny Nelson in Iceland. What's your favorite place in Iceland and why? Sorry about that one. I lived there for 4 years as well.
Iceland's a really cool place, a great place to study martial arts. It's peaceful, it's the air is fresh. But we always used to go, obviously my favorite place is the gym, Mjolnir. It's a big 3-story, I think it's like a 15,000 square foot gym, but it's a phenomenal gym. And those Icelandic people are really into their fitness and their health, so definitely Mjolnir in Iceland was definitely my favorite place.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. We might as well go straight to that. What are we to expect from Gunnar this weekend? It's a big fight for him. Everyone's built him up. We know what he can do. Do you think he's going to do it this time?
No doubt about it. I think he's going to steal. I think he's going to steal the show. There's some great fights on this card, but Gunny is a phenomenal talent, and he's just an unusual talent. You know, he has so many techniques, so many shots in his book, and he's been out for over a year, as you said. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope this guy can match him. Yeah. But it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great night of fights, and I believe Gunny is going to steal the show and stake his claim as one of the top 170 pounders in the world.
That sounds good to me. Gentleman in a red shirt, please step forward. Tell us your name, my friend.
I'm Garth. Came from Armagh this morning, so. Conor, who are you going to fight in Dublin? Are you going to fight Cole Miller?
Honestly, I only got told yesterday about the Dublin show. So I don't know, I'm going to speak hopefully with Lorenzo and Dana tonight, tomorrow, and then Sean Shelby as well, and see what happens. Who knows? I'll whoop Cole in Dublin if they want, no problem.
So, next, your name as well, please.
Brian, I'm over for Marmel with Gareth. Just shout out to Conor there, good to see you over. But my question is actually for Forrest Griffin. Now that Joe Rogan's here, are you going to get into the ring and doing the questioning?
Well, I think I already auditioned for that once, and I was told I didn't do so hot. I thought I did a pretty good job, personally, but I've been told I'm not so great at it.
We are hopefully going to have the guys who are doing that here a bit later on. It's actually going to be Dan the Outlaw Hardy's going to be doing the questions here at the O2, but hopefully we'll get him here in a second. But I guess, Forrest, you've been spending your time here in what role? As an ambassador, what do they get you doing at the UFC while you've been over here?
Well, I've been minding my own business mostly.
Oh, yeah.
For asking. No, I haven't. I've just been telling people that fighting's awesome, and if you don't love it, you're an idiot. Pretty good job.
That's pretty much the party line. The gentleman here, far away, your name and question, sir.
Hi, my name is Daniel and I come from the south of England. My question is for Forrest Griffin. First of all, Forrest, you were great on Tough One. Part of the reason a lot of people watching UFC and why it's here today. I say question, it's more of a request. On Tough.
It's getting weird, but go ahead.
Yeah. On Tough. With the 6 weeks in the house, you got bored, and there's one.
We did 8. I'm not bragging, but
8 weeks. But there was one moment when you did a monkey impression. Could you recreate that, please?
I really can't. I'm not athletic enough to do that anymore.
Not if we.
I've also retired from that.
Not even if I buy you beer.
Possibly after the beer, there's a good chance it'll happen, actually.
Okay, well, thanks anyway.
Anybody wants to buy me a beer, I'm not saying I'll perform for beer, but I'll perform for beer.
Thanks for that question, gentleman straight behind. Tell us what your name is. Where are you from, my friend?
Yeah, Martin from Norway. I have a question for Forrest. Obviously, you fought a lot of fights. Maybe from all those fights, who was the hardest hitting fighter you ever fought?
You know, man, I've gotten that question a lot here. That's a great question. The problem is, and I would like to give you a straight answer and not jerk you around here, but the problem is all the people that hit me really, really hard, I don't recall it. I wasn't quite there. That's not like, I wasn't joking, I was being totally serious. No, I was like, I think that was hard, but I don't remember because I wasn't actually there.
Can I also get another question for us?
You're demanding, but go ahead.
Thanks, man. Remember on the Tough finale, you won a watch. I think it was an Audemars Piguet watch.
Do you want to buy it? I've won it twice. I still have it.
You were like, I'm going to sell this.
It's still for sale.
It's still for sale?
I don't wear it. It just sits in a box in my safe.
Let's talk after.
There you go.
Now, just before we get to the next question, so thank you for that. On the subject of watches, Conor, we've been watching some of your YouTube clips. You've got that great Dethrone advert where you're driving past a huge billboard with, I can't remember the brand, but watches, vodka, cars. Have you guys seen that? Okay, go to Dethrone. I guess it would just be Conor McGregor Dethrone on YouTube. But talk us through the advert. It's a cracking little viral. Was it fun to shoot?
Yeah, it was fun to shoot, driving up and down the Sunset Boulevard in a soft top. It was an experience. And I just done what they told me. They told me to just jump in the car, drive up and down, and look at billboards and pretend it was me on the billboard. So I was just trying to act for a minute, you know what I mean? But it was fun to shoot. It's good to be aligned with Dethrone. They're a great brand. And we've got a new range coming out as well, so good things are coming.
Okay, thank you. Gentleman in the tracksuit, far away, sir.
I'm Michael from Liverpool. My question's for Ross. With the rise of popularity with sport over here, do you reckon they'll have an Ultimate Fighter based here, even if it's UK versus the rest of Europe? And if you had to coach it, who would you want your opponent to be?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it's in the coming of a European local fighter show. I think there's a lot of talent here that is needing to be exposed, and it's a great way for fighters to come through and get into the UFC. Anyone in Europe in the lightweight division, the Russian dude who's getting quite a lot of attention lately. I can't say, I don't know his name or how you say it, but he seems to be getting a lot of attention. So if he wants to do it, I'll do it for sure. I'll show him a striking lesson for sure.
Do you think maybe rematch with Melvin would come into that?
Rematch with Melvin? Yeah, definitely. That's what he wants it. I want it. I'm rooting for him this weekend. I hope he gets it, and then let's do it when I'm fit and ready.
Good luck for your next fight.
Thank you.
Thank you for that question. I just want to build on that a bit, Ross. You're going to be Octagon side. You're going to be watching Melvin. What are you going to be looking out for in case you come face to face with him again? Are you looking for different things that you maybe haven't seen before? How his game's developed? Is that what you're searching for?
The thing about Melvin is he doesn't actually change that much in his fighting style. He comes out aggressive, he throws big heavy bombs, and he's super athletic. The only thing I've really noticed about the change in his last few fights is that he's a little bit calmer and he fights a little bit more on the back foot. So I'm just going to be looking at his movements, what shots he's looking for, what shots he's throwing, and then pretty much just watching the fight as a spectator, you know. When I fight him, it's a completely different opponent, a completely different fight, so you know, you just take little things from it and learn from it. But yeah, I definitely want that fight in the future.
You, sir, next, and then over to you, the gentleman in the jumper.
My name's Alan, I'm from Glasgow. I've got a question for Jojo. You're already a huge star in Scotland, and do you think that you could be the first Brit to lift the UFC world title belt?
That is my plan. This is my dream, and I hope I can pull it off. Like, this is what I've been working hard for, so it's going to happen, I know it.
Me and Ross actually decided it was going to the other night, so.
Now, Joe, while we have you answering the questions, I just wanted to ask a bit. We were speaking, or I was speaking to your management, and they described these two sides of Joe Calderwood. The quiet, out of the octagon Joe who barely speaks. What happens when that door opens in the octagon? What happens to you that you go in there and you perform as you do? Because it's a huge transformation.
I just feel that's what I'm good at, so when I go into the cage and stuff, like, I just need to perform, so it's easy to me, so just go in there and do my job. Like, it's what I'm good at, and it's what I've found that I don't really need to think about anything, just go in and perform.
Do you have that same intensity in the gym?
Yeah. Like, my teammates and stuff, they're like, you're not quiet, but when I'm in the gym and I'm training and stuff, that's when I feel like at home and stuff. Outside the cage, I'm just like quiet and always thinking about like what I'm going to be doing, always thinking about MMA.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard this, there were rumours about some training preparation involving dressing up with the Dinky Ninjas. Do you want to just give us a bit of a background? Is that true?
Yeah, someone asked me how my preparation's going, and I told them basically my teammates have been dressing up as girls and bitching between themselves, and I've just been in the background like, right, this is what it's going to be like. But ever since I've said that, and I thought it wasn't getting videoed, and my teammates have said it, seen it, so I'm probably getting my ass whooping on Monday.
Well, talking of, you know, what goes on inside the house, Forrest, do you want to just give Joe a few tips? What advice would you give her? It's intense in there.
Well, I mean, I gave her good tips the other day, but these are better tips. Just immediately, just like in high school, like develop a clique and then like start picking on people, and then you can be cool by making them uncool. Yeah, just like pretend you're in high school and you're trying to get on the cheerleading team. It's all just like psychological social chess.
Social chess. Mr. Political Science major working his way through the room. This gentleman's been waiting patiently. Please, your question and your name, sir.
Hi, my name is Prabhath. I'm from Croydon, and my question is for Forrest.
Where are you from? I don't even, that's not a real place. Where are you from?
Croydon in South London.
Okay. You said so.
No one?
Nobody vouched for him, huh? They said it's made up too.
Yeah, sorry, my question is...
Never mind. No, not your question. Go ahead, your question.
I really enjoyed your books, and I was
Yeah, you
wondering
did.
if you have any plans to write any more.
You know, I'm really glad you asked me that. Here's the thing. When you've achieved perfection, why mess with it? I mean, that second book was, there is no way for me to make a better book than that. I don't think it can be done. So why go out there and make a subpar book?
Thank you for the answer.
You're welcome.
Is an album next. That's what we're going for. An acoustic album by Forrest Griffin. Next gentleman up, please, your question and who's it for?
It's Forrest. Everything that you achieved.
Do you want to buy that watch? No, I'm just kidding.
First one I've ever had. Everything you achieved on Tough One, you've become a bit of an inspiration to younger fighters. Who inspires you?
All right. When I got into it and patted myself, Big Nog, still one of my favorite guys. Big Nog, Vanderlei Silva, two of my heroes. And you know, there's an old saying, never meet your heroes. Well, I've met both of those guys, and they're both great guys. So you know, that made it just better for me. You know, Big Nogueira, I don't know how he's still fighting. You know, his body quit a long time ago, but he's so mentally strong, he's still fighting people. This is ridiculous. He's like a cockroach, but big and good at jiu-jitsu.